Hello everyone, Ronin back. Today we're going to be doing what I suppose is going to be our final reaction to anything Violet Evergarden related. Today we're doing the movie, which I've been told is kind of the real ending, I guess, to the show. And because we're going to continue to see where Violet goes, and then we have our proper ending, I guess. It's about a 2.5 hour long movie, so it's going to be a bit of a journey here. But I'm looking forward to seeing where we go with the story, and also seeing if there's any difference in production quality, because the show itself is actually really well done. I'm just wondering if the funding for the movie goes up even higher, if it's can do any better. And I also want to see if we get any new music, different themes, anything like that, or if we end up just kind of sticking to the same musical notes like the show was. So we're gonna go ahead and dive on into this. If you want, you can jump onto my Patreon, in which we are 3 episodes ahead, and I also have a Discord server. Feel free to jump on that. We can chat it up and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and dive on into this. Already a difference in the production quality. Is this the daughter from one of my favorite episodes? Anne was her name, right? Oh, this is... Is this a granddaughter? Wow. That's so cool that we're revisiting this. Wow, we're that far in the future? Wow, are we gonna see Violet when she's like a grandma? She had to be older than this person's grandma. I wonder if Violet's even around anymore. It looks like we still need people to write letters to each other so we can communicate better. I wonder how we're gonna tie this into Violet. Is there gonna be a way to find out who wrote the letter? Okay, try not to lose my shit here. That was such a sad episode. God damn it, we're not even 10 minutes into this. I'm already like getting choked up. Oh shit. And we'll never know who she was. Are you gonna fly your ass all the way to Violet, assuming she's still alive? Oh, they got like an Eiffel Tower there. I'm surprised to hear that she quit. Maybe this is the story of why she quit? Goddess of the Sea? Wonder what this is all about. Wow, the music is really fantastic. I'm sure that was a really hard job to be told, hey, that music that's already really fantastic, make it, you know, movie-esque, make it even more grand. Well, good for her. I wonder what's going on with her, because she seems like a little different than where we left off in the show. Like, she seems like she's back to being a little bit of a stick in the mud. It's so cool how they animate that. The advancement of technology, their services may not be as needed. That's a pretty good attitude to have. I thought the Major's grave was somewhere different. Oh, his mother. See, before I was questioning like what sort of love it is that was between them, and at least from her end, I'm starting to get the vibe that it's romantic. No way. No way. So where the fuck was that dude this whole time? Did he get amnesia? That has to be what happened, because the kid was explaining to him about that flower. Listen, kid, you better have some money. Yeah, who the fuck are you? What are you doing, Violet? Yeah, it sounds like the kid's having issues communicating, you know, like he's just pushing everybody away. Yes, we can. We've done that. I can do anything, bitch. Yeah, she's just treating him like a person, like as if nothing's wrong. What's up with that dude? Why is he where is he at? You know, does he have amnesia? Does he remember everything? And if so, why is he not returned yet? You want the boat? He's definitely getting to that place of like appreciating Violet. He might even already be there. He's just having trouble exercising that muscle in his brain, I guess. That's a good point. Interesting. Well, that's a heck of a boat. Wow. This is a great interaction so far. I feel like the captain is like getting out of his old ways too, and just allowing himself to just be a person. And it's good that he's like talking about like this about his brother, because like in the beginning you wouldn't think he would be that kind of person. Yes. Yep, she's discovered the hidden meaning behind what people say and how they say it. I almost feel like we should all take a page out of this, no pun intended, and, you know, if we're able to be in a situation where we see our end coming, we should do this. And just write letters to everyone.
伝えたいことはできる間に伝えておく方が良いと思います。そうかな。私に愛してるをくれた方です。愛してるも少しはわかると。わかっただけ。
Yeah, that's a good question too. Is that all you want to say?
これはこの辺りは割と最近の郵便物が置いてある棚だけど、この字。
Oh shit.
これは調べてみてくれるか。
Oh shit. Oh shit. It's hard for me to tell sometimes if we're looking at a flashback or something that's present. I actually thought that was a flashback because of just the way they were talking about Violet.
まだ確認したわけじゃない。
No, don't tell her. She's gonna go. She's gone.
違うかもしれない。
She's not standing there anymore. She's already gone. She's already went to go.
何かわかったのですか？ギルベルト少佐のことが何かわかったのですか？
We don't know anything yet. While, yes, I'm interested in her and Gilbert reuniting, I'm actually really interested in Gilbert and his brother reuniting as well.
随分と年月が経ってしまいましたが、少佐は私のことがお分かりになるでしょうか？じゃあ、
She's falling apart, man.
いいでしょうか？
This has been like her one weakness that's been a constant throughout the whole series. So for her to confront this one very thing that seemed like an impossible thing, because everyone thought he was dead. Huh, I wonder if, is this place still around? Man, I wonder if most of everyone we know now is passed away, because it's been that long. Oh, wow. It's a frickin' museum. Oh my god. That's so crazy. It's a museum. Wow. This would make me... It's making me so sentimental about all of this.
Violet ちゃん、君は少しここで待っててくれるかな。
私も行きます。
あいつが今どんな状態なのかわからない。
Yeah, you don't understand, man. Yeah, it's for his safety.
前足が一本ありません。
うん、ジルベール先生と同じなんだ。
Oh shit.
もっと教えてもらってもいいですか？先生のこと。
いいよ。すっごく優しい先生なんだ。
Well, she found him.
誰だい？
Wow. So he found his friend too. I didn't think about that, but
何かわからないところがあったのなら。
まさかとは思ったが、よく生きて。
yeah, we found you, motherfucker.
お前こそなぜここに？
Yeah, this is not the initial response I was looking for here.
国には戻らず、あちこちを回り、1年前にここに来た。
あの子はずっとお前を待って。
私があの子を不幸にしたんだ。
He felt guilty. I figured that was part of it, but he's still a fucking idiot.
会えない。
No. Get over yourself. You're just running away from your shit.
帰ってくれ。
So I guess he's like trying to make amends with all the families that he feels like he helped destroy, I guess. But he's still a fucking idiot.
それは推察すると少佐は会えないのではなく会いたくないとおっしゃっているのです。
Well, there's like more to it. You know, you can explain that part to her. There you go. Just bust in there. Fuck all that shit. Get your guy.
父さん、生きていらしたのならどうして連絡をくださらなかったのですか？
Yep, we're gonna pry open his heart. Let's do this.
愛してるも少しは分かるようになったのです。
帰ってくれ。
調査にお目にかかれるまでここで待ちます。
Yeah, bitch. There you go. That's what friends are there for. Till you're a fucking moron right when you need it. That dude is like the Sam to Violet's Frodo.
ユリスって男の子が既得だって。
Oh shit.
ユリス、ついさっきベネディクトが預かっている手紙を持ってアイリスと病院。
Alright, we got backup.
代わりに来たアイリスよ。バイオレットは今遠くにいるの。大切な人とやっと会えて。
教えてくれた人。
I'm glad he understands. I was actually slightly expecting him to be like, "Where's Violet?"
ユリス。
ユリス、
Alright, yep, this is about where I cry.
ユリス君、ユカ君よ。
Wow, it's like that imminent.
僕、お見舞いに来ないでって。会いたくないって言って。
This damn movie and their shit.
ごめん。ごめんなさい。
なんで謝るんだよ。
We'll just keep these off.
ごめん。ひどいことは言って。
僕、全然怒ってなんてないよ。これからも。
Well, this is like the best way that they can talk, right? So, because I get it, he looks frail and he doesn't want certain people to see him that way. That's tough to watch.
でも電話で最後にリュカ君と話せてちゃんと伝えられたそうだよ。ごめんと。ありがとう。
This is gonna be like episode 10 all over again.
僕、お父さんとお母さんの子供に生まれてきてよかった。
That's like the third time someone said that in this series. That they're just like,
怒ったり意地悪したりしてごめんね。でもお前が生まれた時すっごく嬉しかった。
yep, that would be me in the corner. I'd be mad at Gilbert at this point if I was Violet. I'd be like, I came all the way out here for you. I could have been there for this kid, and then you're gonna fucking treat me like this. You know, I get he's got like his complex and he's got some logic behind his decisions, but it's like, you know, he's obviously got some shit to work through and he's trying to run away from his past, but it's like, come on, man.
お前はこの島でやっと自分の道を選ぶことができたのか。
Oh shit.
のうのうと生きてたくせにお袋の葬儀にも顔を出さなかったんだな。今は麻袋に詰め込んでお前をバイオレットの前に放り出したい気分だ。
Wow. Way to go. Yeah, at this point, I'd rather have the brother, you know, be with Violet. Fuck Gilbert.
親愛なるギルベルト少佐。
Here we
突然お
go.
邪魔したことをお許しください。
She's gonna work her magic.
私を受け入れてくださってありがとうございました。ブローチを買ってくださって。
Alright, I guess he was like the first person to be nice to her, so I gotta cut him some slack, but man, he's been a moron for the majority of this movie.
そして愛してるを知ったから愛してるを伝えたいと思いました。
Don't fuck this up. That's all I gotta say. Pull your head out of your ass and unfuck this situation.
ムーゲンビリアの家は俺が継ぐ。お前はもう 自由になれ。行けよ。
Wow, that's nice of his brother. I mean, unless, no, Violet, I was about to say, I was like, maybe Violet big brained it and fucking just stayed behind anyway, but. Oh god, she's gonna jump in the ocean, isn't she? Can she swim with those arms? Alright, alright. I'm starting to get swayed here.
愛してる。そばにいてほしい。
That's probably like everything she ever wanted to hear.
愛してる。ずっとこうしたかった。
She just couldn't bring herself to say with him at that moment. I would have liked her to get something out, you know, other than just like falling apart in front of him. And I mean, I get it, but we were also kind of staring at them both for a while. I feel like they just Dragon Balled us for a while, except it was crying instead of screaming Hamehameha at each other.
勤めていた郵便社を辞め、島の灯台の郵便業務を受け継いだという。
My tiny little place.
この島は一人が年間に出す手紙の数が国内で一番多いんです。この島にもそれはみんなに慕われた人気のドールがいたんですよ。
Did she already pass away?
名前は
バイオレット・エヴァーガーデン。言葉で言えなくても手紙ならできるかも。
I mean, I'd understand if Violet had already passed away just because of how old she would have been, but for her to come all this way and then not be able to meet her, that's also kind of weird too.
パパ、ママ、ありがとう。
Oh, wow. Literally, the stamp had Violet on there. Wow. Let's jump to the end. Looks like there's a little bit of something here. We got a pinky promise. Between Gilbert and Violet. They lived happily ever after. Or so we think. Wow. So that's it. We're officially done with Violet Evergarden. I'll end up watching maybe the other movie like kind of on my own time. The journey that movie put us on kind of remind me a little bit of like A League of Their Own, in which we follow the characters. You know, we do some time jumps and like we're seeing, you know, the present time where all this stuff is now the past. And just makes us like live through their entire life, I guess. And it was just weird going to like the postal office and seeing that it's a museum now, so everybody presumably we can think is already passed on. Interesting that we didn't get to see Violet in the end. At that point she had already passed on, and which I think just that idea in general is sad, because you know the whole time, you know, we're with her when she's young, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, so yeah, my grandmother was written letters by this person who would then have to be like a decent amount older, and especially in these times here where it's still kind of, I'm sure the life expectancy was much shorter. So to even have a great grandmother still alive would be kind of crazy for those times, I guess. So, but man, that was a roller coaster of emotions, man. I didn't expect Gilbert to have the issues he did throughout the majority of the movie until the end. I would have liked for him to kind of snap out of it a little sooner, you know, and I understand the choice to make him have those issues for as long as he did, but I just think that it ends up painting him in a negative light for a little too long. Whereas the majority of the series, we look at him kind of in this positive light of like, yeah, he's the first person to like treat her like a person. And then now he's like, I don't want to see you because I'm a doofus and I treated you bad. And so I'm going to never see you again and also never see my family again. And it's just like, you're turning your back on way too many people because you can't get over yourself. And like that part kind of pissed me off. I'm glad his brother switched sides and he was the voice of reason, and he was the one that's just like, I was going to apologize to you if I saw you again, but now that I see you like this, like, I just want to kick the shit out of you, and because I see how much of an idiot you are. And he was the one, like, all of a sudden vouching for Violet, you know, just vouching for her in general, and telling him that, yeah, she's been doing all this stuff in your place, you know, while you've been over here living carefree. Like, yeah, you're working while you're here, but like all of your previous responsibilities, you just fucked off on. So I have an issue with absolutely the way he was doing it, but maybe that's just the way it was written. Like, I'm supposed to have an issue with that. I don't know. For as good as person as he was in the series, I kind of wish he would have snapped out of it and just been a little smarter, emotionally smarter about how he was making people feel to that end. And it's like you didn't even go see your mother, and then his brother knew that and like recognized that, and he's like, it's like, they liked you better than me and I was there, you know, fuck you. So if I had any issues with this movie, it was that was my biggest issue, I think. Otherwise, everything else about it was great. I don't think I needed that many flashbacks to the show, but I understand if I'm not familiar with the show, or maybe I haven't seen it in a while, because I'm going through all this like all at once, so I'm sure there was some time between this movie coming out and the show ending, so maybe there was a long gap there and they just wanted to remind us of everything that we went through. But so I mean, the movie could have definitely been shorter and been just as impactful, but man, there's a few moments in this movie I crumbled, I fell apart. I usually don't mind like crying on camera and stuff like that, but that was like, I was damn near like ugly crying. So and yeah, I couldn't even finish my sentence then. But like, whenever like the kids were talking to each other one last time on the phone, it's just like, really, like, you guys really think of the saddest scenarios ever, and then you want to animate it and like, I mean, bravo for putting that much effort into all that, because it's just like the most gut-wrenching stuff. Anyone who's empathetic about anything like can barely watch this without falling apart. So great, good job, Violet Evergarden, for making me ugly cry. I don't even think Wolf's Rain did that to me. It made me cry like a lot, but it didn't to the point where I just completely lost control. Like, I kind of feel like that's the prerequisite for ugly crying, is when you just literally cannot control it anymore, and like the easiest way to get through it is just to let it out, and that's what I had to do there. But man, that was extremely emotional. Good God. It actually even, it makes me want to like look into seeing if there's any like sort of services like that existing today, maybe not exactly like this, where people are literally physically handing you letters or coming to you and typing out a letter for you and stuff like that. But there's got to be some like scribes out there, some sort of job that's like relative to that. It makes me wish this sort of thing existed still, and like, as convenient as phones and internet is and stuff like that, it's really great. But just the ceremony in which it's involved into writing a letter by a specific person, this is their specialty, and then it gets delivered to the recipient, and there's just so much emotional weight behind it. And I've received letters before too that kind of brought me to tears before, and there's just something about a handwritten letter, or even a typed letter, just a letter from one person to another, a personal letter. There's just something about it that's super impactful, and all of a sudden, and like even the person writing it probably doesn't even mean for it to be that impactful, but it ends up being that impactful to the other person, especially if you don't hear from them for a while, or whatever. Like there's just something about it. It's crazy. I am now actually kind of sad that this is over, that we're saying goodbye. And it's interesting that the ending is kind of a bit open-ended. It's just kind of like, yeah, they're together. Like we never show them kiss or anything like that. It's just they're together, and they live out the rest of the days to get together. And you never see them get old. We just kind of know that they ran this place, this postal office here on this island, and their time is come and gone, and that's it. They leave it up to the viewer to fill in what their life could have been, which is an interesting idea, that they would just leave it up to us to come up with something, and that's cool. I'm down with it. Sometimes I don't appreciate that. I would rather just be told, like, just tell me what the fuck happened, but here I'm okay with it because they gave us enough. Wow, what a journey. What a journey this has been. We got another showdown, but that also means we gotta figure out where we go next. So definitely gonna be having some chats on Patreon and getting some suggestions and see where we go next for every Saturday. So looking forward to figuring that out. But anyway, I hope you guys liked the reaction. I thoroughly enjoyed this series. I'm so glad I got to visit it and cry about it and all that shit. But anyway, hope you enjoyed. I'd enjoyed. I'll see you next time.